I hit live first, and then I have to hit the end. Where's the end? Oh, there it is. Hello, everyone, and welcome to my weekly Meltdowns coverage of Survivor 41, episode 12 recap. I want to
The
say
pentultimate episode.
the what?
Pentultimate.
What's that mean?
It's the one before the finale.
Oh, using big words. We got Pokemon and Sam in the chat. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Andrew Gibson, Mr. Gibson, as he likes to be called. Hello, Alex in the chat. Is joining us tonight.
Happy to be here.
Oh, I know. You just look so happy to be here, especially with Tyler and Beth not here.
So now I'm in teacher mode. So, like, I for those of you that don't know, I took a position as a high school teacher and got rid of my business job. And so, I mean, I leave my house. I wake up at 4:45 every morning, and I leave my house by 5:30. And so, yeah, I'm tired by 8 o'clock at night.
You know what? Mr. Gibson, I used to get up at 4:30 every morning, and I would say that on the show. You know how much sympathy I got from zero.
I bet your son's getting up about 4:30 every morning right now.
My son is up at all hours of the night with my little grandson.
Sure. But the good news is I only have 9 more days, and then I'm off for 2 weeks.
And you still get paid.
I get paid.
It's so amazing.
Next week, we only have half days, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I got it made in the shade.
You're living the life. And congratulations for taking that leap and actually doing something that you really wanted to do, becoming a teacher. That's an amazing thing. If anyone should be a teacher, it should be Andrew.
It should not be Allison.
Yeah, you don't want me teaching a class because I'm going to be like, I don't know, let's Google it.
In the second week of the Christmas break, I will be in Tennessee, but still very far away from Allison.
That's usually how it goes. Nobody wants to be within a safe distance of me. I'm going to be in Tennessee, but I'm going to be in Gatlinburg, 8 hours from Memphis.
That's where I'm going to be, Gatlinburg.
How did I know that? We've got some people.
Conversation.
We've got some new people in the chat. Oh, well, Dolores is in there. Alex, Neo, and Pokemon, you're not new, but welcome. Okay, Laepa. Huh?
LaPace.
LaPace. Thank you, Mr. Gibson.
I'm probably wrong, but if you could type the pronunciation in there, we'll make sure we get it right.
So Andrew has informed me this, the last 1 hour show, regular show before the finale, he has informed me that we are going to disagree this evening.
Oh, well, I normally disagree with someone, and Tyler's not here, so.
Yeah, he's not here, so it's got to be me.
You. Allison, who is your favorite person this season?
Okay, so see, you're asking me who my favorite person is. Just now, my favorite person might not be the person that I want to win.
Okay, who's your favorite person?
I don't really have a favorite. I'm going to be honest with you. Okay, let's just be honest.
I'm rooting for Tyler Crispin.
Tyler. Oh, you mean Xander?
Yes.
Can I say something? I adore Xander, but I'm really tired of him wearing the Survivor bandana on his head with a little bit of hair hanging out. Look, either tuck it all in or leave it all out. It's not working for me. It gets on my nerves. I'm doing this the whole time. I'm blowing my own hair on my face. But my favorite, I'm not going to act like I know. My favorite is who I want to win. That is Ricard.
Ricard's a dick.
Gee, Mr. Gibson, that's mighty colorful
He's
language.
even a jerk tonight with what he does with Danny and the Idol. Like Ricard is a bully, and he has been the entire season. He is just and there's one way to be rude in gameplay, but
Mhm.
like, and it goes back to that one episode. I'm trying to remember. Oh, when he looked at Xander and was like, "Play it, play it, play that Idol." Like Ricard is just a bully.
Do you think he's a bully, or is
Yes.
he just a bully?
No,
don't
I mean
know.
he's a bully. And look who's talking, Andrew. Thanks, Sam. No,
Listen,
I
Sam's
don't
gonna
think
be
it's a
your
bit
Tyler
much
tonight.
Pokemon because and what I mean by bully is he tries to just influence things on an overage and making him go through the bag and going through the bag and being so accusatory in the Idol and doing all of that stuff. He has to know everything and he's going to just call you and force you to give him that information, and that is a bully. I mean, it might not be a personal bully. To be a bully, you don't have to punch someone in the face or specifically be rude to someone, but to be so maneuvering and so manipulative and so pushy with your words, that is a form of bully.
See, to me, this is where we disagree, Andrew. I was brutally bullied as a kid. So our bully, I see bullies differently. I'm not saying you don't know what a bully is. I'm just saying I see bullies differently. And to me, Ricard is just playing the it's like he's like Pokemon 9. It's saying it's aggressive and to me manipulative, and he's getting people to do his dirty work. But I just feel like to me, it's not so much bullying, it's the outwit part, the outplay
Oh, there's
part.
no way it's the outweigh. I can maybe grant you outplay. And I'm not saying, like I said, like he's beat a kid up in the playground bully, but there is some bulliness to the moves and the things he says and the things he does. And I think tonight what he did with Danny and that Idol was a perfect example of that.
I think for me, him saying use the idol, and all that, I think to me it's not bullying. It's more of a head game, kind of trying to trick you or get you to do it. I don't know. I just kind of see it differently. I know a lot of people don't like Ricard. I know Tyler just can't stand him, but he has accepted the fact that he might actually win. But it's just, I just see it a little different. I think that he has a way of doing things that's a little different from other people, and he could go about it a different way, but look what he's done. I mean, he's won these immunities and he is getting people to do the dirty work of going through the bag and doing stuff. He's trying to get you to use your idol. I don't know. I just kind of feel like
So I said Xander was my favorite, but I will say I have a dark horse. Don't count Erica out on this season.
and also Pokemon, yes. Ricard's hair is nice 23 days in. You know whose hair is not nice, and you know it's not a My Weekly Meltdown Survivor episode if I'm not addressing the elephant in the room, is
I'm right here.
not you, Jeff Probst's hair. It's driving me nuts. I can't take it anymore. I even mumbled to myself tonight when he was talking about the reward challenge. He's like, "Do you know what you're going to get?" And I just looked at Finley and I go, "A pair of scissors to cut that hair."
Okay, but I'm surprised that's where you left that.
What?
I was expecting a reward budget cuts comment from you about the fact that we can't give them the chicken and the cookies. We got to give them either the chicken or the cookies.
You know, I was thinking this is where my mind is going. What this is, instead of bitching and complaining like Deshaun did about a family letter, I would have been like,
Hilarious.
okay, Jeff, this is what I need a little bit more intel because we obviously are budget cutting at this point about the chicken and veggies. Where is it coming from? Are the cakes and cookies coming from Walmart? Are the chicken and veggies? Is this from the Kroger bakery?
Is it
or
Applebee's on
it
a date night?
burn in hell? Okay. Is it from Applebee's? Is it from Outback? These are things that I need to know if I'm going to make that decision.
I just think that was, you get to pick between these two rewards, but to me it wasn't that much of a pick. I would have loved to see, because if obviously we're not getting family visits, right? I think that's obvious.
Yeah, I think that we discussed that. Yeah, that's not going to happen.
Shorter season, we're not getting family visits. So I almost think you could have said, hey, look, we're going to do a feast, but y'all get to pick. you either get the chicken and the this, or you get the cake and the brownies, and you're getting the losing team the other one. And what they don't know is that you can put laxatives in whatever you give the losing team. Like, that's the reward we need.
Listen, Andrew, I don't know what condition your digestional tract is in.
Not either.
If I'm in on that island and I have to choose between chicken and veggies and sugar, cake, cake and cookies, if I haven't eaten in a while, it's just basically Jeff should have offered them, what kind of diarrhea do you want? Do you want your butthole to be a salad shooter, or do you want it to just be a shit bomb? I mean, it's just because you're going to go.
I need toilet paper with this reward.
Yes. Do I get toilet paper with? See, there's so many questions and things that could have been addressed, and they just glazed right over. Toilet paper, am I getting? Is this the kind of I'm going to need wet wipes or a bath after? Which one am I going with? Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Erica, dark horse, you think?
I do. I mean, and I think what she did tonight. I mean, I think Erica orchestrated a lot of what happened tonight, right?
Hey, Andrew.
Yeah. Sorry. And I mean, even tonight, I think Erica orchestrated a lot of what happened tonight, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think Erica's made these little bitty moves. And Deshawn's made uglier moves. Like Shan said earlier, she would not vote for Deshawn, or he was a snake on his way out. But then it comes into that next tribal, they had that silent heart-to-heart situation.
Yeah.
But I think Erica has played you would almost call it UTR, but it's been a very strategic UTR game.
What is UTR? Under the radar?
Yeah, under the radar. I don't think it's enough respect, but I think Erica has played a dang good game. And don't sleep on Heather. I'm just kidding. There's no way Heather wins this game.
I'm just I'm kind of dumbfounded. You just said dang good.
I'm sorry. I froze for a second. I said also don't sleep on Heather, but no way. There's no way Heather wins this game. Like, that's the one person that I don't think has a shot.
Heather. Okay, let's just play devil's advocate. We've got a final three. It's Erica, Deshawn, and Heather.
Erica wins.
And Erica wins. But what if it comes down to Eric? Because no, just hear me out here. Deshawn. It comes down to Deshawn and I just said her name, Erica, and the fire making competition, and Erica loses, and it comes down to Heather and Deshawn. They're the same person. They played the same
final
game.
Two?
And I'm talking about final two, and that's who.
Is it a final two?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a final two.
So it's not a 3,
right?
I didn't know that.
That's what it sounded like. I could be wrong, but it comes down to Heather and Deshawn, who've played the same game, quote unquote, said tonight by Deshawn. Who's winning?
So you're talking Heather and Deshawn? Deshawn wins.
Okay. But they played the same game.
Deshawn was a little more vocal and obvious in his decision, and I think he picks up the POC vote.
Okay. I see. I can see that as well. I just...
He's for sure got Danny. I think Shan gives it to him if it's a Heather scenario.
What about Xander? Okay, here's the thing. What happens to Xander and Ricard? How do they get eliminated?
Okay, so I don't know, because we got to remember Xander still has the idols go through 5, right?
I think so.
So Xander's in 4, right? Like Xander's playing the idol at 5. Xander has made it to the final 4.
Okay.
Because and how he's held on to that idol is insane to me. I would love to see a Xander Ricard final 2. I think that would be the most interesting one. Honestly, they've played the best 2 games of who is left. But I don't know. I mean, Ricard would, but to be fair, barring twists, right? Because it looked like there was some look for some kind of power or something on the island still.
Because they're moved to another island next week.
Correct. And if Ricard loses, he's done, right? The first time Ricard loses and is vulnerable, Ricard is gone.
Oh, he was going to go tonight if he hadn't.
100%. So Ricard has to win out.
Yeah, he has to. He has no other choice. And is this the first time, Andrew, that they've moved them to another island like this towards the end? I thought so.
Final 5, yes. This is the first time that's ever happened. It's just another way to throw a twist in there. But my guess is they've got something set up on the island. I'm expecting, because it looked like they were looking at some kind of map, or I don't know if you saw scenes from the next episode, but
Yeah.
it looked like they were looking at something and running around the island. That didn't look like a challenge. So my guess is they set something up on this new island that's going to play into whatever happens moving forward.
And tell me how you're feeling about this seat, because it's been a while since we've sat down. So far, the first episode back from COVID, 29 days. How are you feeling about the season?
I think what you said early in this episode of us here tonight sums it all up. And I think I said this the last time I was on. This season has had some of the best moments I've ever seen in Survivor history. It's been incredible. I think a lot of those moments were forced by twists, but regardless, that's what you should do with a twist. A twist should make moments. It should make intriguing gameplay. I think that worked. Here's what's crazy, and I'm going to break this down into many different ways. There's been a lot of powers and a lot of idols, but none of them played successfully.
That is true. That is very true.
Nothing has actually, everybody's gone home with idols in their pockets. The guess the power did not work. And so it's caused a lot of in-your-face gameplay because everybody's known about everything, but it hasn't really changed results of the actual votes much because none of these have actually been played. I'm assuming that Xander's will be the one played. I don't think successfully because I don't think they'll vote him because I think that's very obvious. But as far as what I think overall of the season, it's like you said earlier, it's a great season, but I'm not rooting for anybody. I'm not in love with anybody. There's not a player this season that I would look back and say, oh my God, that was my favorite player this season. If there was a vote for America's favorite juror or player or whatever, like there's nobody in this season that I'm just in love with.
Yeah.
So that would be my thought is it's been great moments, but not very good characterization in the aspect of who's the hero of the season.
I don't know. I felt like last week, last week's episode had such a moving moment that, I think meant a lot to a lot of people. And I enjoyed Deshawn and Heather having a moment, during the episode earlier. So I really don't think, it just makes you, I'm just enjoying everyone. I don't have
I'm going to play devil's advocate on there.
Yeah.
You brought it up. You opened the door. I'm going to go there.
Okay.
Okay. If you had 100% and you had to give a certain percentage of that to moment and a certain percentage of that to gameplay, what do you think Deshawn's speech was?
I think his speech started out as gameplay for Shan, and it got emotional, and then it turned into a real speech for him. I think it went one way, and it ended up turning another. I don't believe for one moment he didn't mean anything he said.
I don't think that. I think
I just think in the beginning it was ass kissing with Shan because he kept talking about Shan, and then it went another direction.
I think the purpose of a lot of it originally, yes, I would agree, was to try to win back Shan's jury vote after her exit and then things that she said in that. So I mean, I guess good intentions spring from bad manipulations, but I have a hard time with that when I do feel like originally it was more of a game situation than it was that. And the Heather thing was cool tonight. I think Heather's a genuine person. I truly think that, and it's always good to see the older person go far, right? So that's cool.
Rory said in the chat, who accidentally called Tori, I'm sorry, Rory, I can't type tonight. It's been a thing all day. He says they did switch beaches and islands in season 39, but he says, but this is the first time we'll see it the same time as the players. I guess I forgot about that. Season 39 feels like 10 years ago. I don't know.
That was Island of the Idols, right? No, yeah. Wasn't that Island of the Idols? Yeah, Island of the Idols.
Don't give me line. Like I said, everything before this season feels like 10 years ago.
I should have known that because I was at that rap party.
Yeah, duh, Andrew. Geez. So I don't know. I think if Ricard doesn't win immunity.
Thank you, Doc. I agree with everything Doc just said right there.
Lyra, I'm going to highlight that. Oh, welcome to the chat, Doc Chunk. I
With
love
an
your display
SB
picture.
profile pic, getting in there
Yeah.
with that SB.
Yeah, it's definitely a negative to Ricard's game that he has to win out because he clearly isn't positioned well right now. If I had a jury vote, I would vote Erica over Ricard. Yeah, because you got to think about it. The manipulation and the bullying, as you say, or whatever he's been doing, that could come into play as far as jury management goes. I don't care how you spoke to me. I don't care how you told me to use the idol. I don't care how you were making me go through other people's bags. I don't think that was people have brought up quite a few times during the season the respectable way to play, a different way to play. It just depends on what you're willing to do for $1 million, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, for sure. I mean, that's the game, right? I mean, Richard Hatch was willing to do anything it took for $1 million, right? I mean, it all depends on who it is and where it sits and that. I mean, I think Ricard has made amazing moves, but I don't think he has been an amazing player.
Right. I can agree with that. He's just stepped up when he's done what I can't speak tonight. I apologize, but he's doing what needs to be done for himself.
For sure.
And it's easy to sit there with an immunity necklace on and tell people to use their idols and to say things like, well, how do you know that Erica wasn't going to take you to final two and you just ruined that by throwing a truth bomb?
I don't have any problem with what Deshaun did tonight.
Obviously, no one else did either.
Yeah, I mean, he's still there, but that was the right move. It was the right and the wrong. I think when they brought up that Danny's the one person that can beat Ricard in a comp, I think that was a fair assumption to make. And so I don't know that was the smartest move. But as far as I think they were playing more who can I beat in the end. I think Danny, I mean, has he done a whole lot? No, but I mean, he's very likable, and Danny's a very liked person.
I would have liked to have seen a Danny Ricard final two. Did you see Danny during the luxury competition, like basically just fly over that net? I was like, damn, look at them long legs. I was like, did he even touch the thing?
Yeah, I mean, I enjoyed Danny. If there was one person I was rooting for, it was probably Danny.
Yeah, if I had to pick a person who was my favorite, I really enjoyed him. Yeah. I enjoyed his segment last week talking about his father. I just enjoyed him. I really liked him. Yeah. So I guess if I had to pick someone that I really liked, it would be Danny. I like Deshaun. I like the fact that he's not afraid to throw those truth bombs and say what needs to be said. I mean, I don't,
I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this. If I was going to compare the alliance to the cookout, Deshaun was a better Derek F.
Yeah, I don't even think there's a comparison. I really, because actually, in reality, this was filmed before.
And it was, but I'm talking about from Derek F wanting to turn on Tiffany, Deshaun kind of having that mistrust with Shan. Deshaun, in my opinion, because Shan obviously would fill that Tiffany role, and Deshaun did better than what Derek F could do in regards to Tiffany. And I think that Deshaun would be a comparison to a better Derek F. But don't sleep on him.
Don't sleep. Listen, let me tell you something. Thomas Cook says, it is a final two. I was confused. Jeff said two.
It is.
Yeah. So, and
the switching of those two words, Allison, has a huge meaning difference. Yeah. Is it a final two or it is a final two? I mean,
I think it's going to be a final two, but don't get me started. Tyler's not here to do his EDGIC diagram to guide us through whether or not it's going to be a final two. Rory, I love you, Rory. The moral compass, AKA I love how he takes the time to use correct punctuation and everything and quotes in his comments. The moral compass, AKA how low will you go of each individual person in these games is what always makes it unpredictable. And that's why I'm obsessed. LOL. I get it, Rory. I do too. I love to see, listen, I root for the snake. Okay, I root for the snake. I love it. But as long as they're not like a pervy snake or anything like that, you know.
So Redmond, I don't know who Redmond is, but they confirmed it is Final 3.
Okay. Adrian is a really good fact checker. He's our go. He knows. Adrian knows. So are you happy with this? Is this the season that you think we deserved or needed after COVID?
Yes, because I think I would rather exciting moments than lovable people, because I wanted to see Survivor played again. And I feel like these people did play the game of Survivor. I think they played the game very, very hard. And so from that perspective, absolutely, I would say that this was a season of Survivor that was warranted of the comeback. Because again, we saw people really, really playing the game. Just because we didn't like them doesn't mean they didn't play the game. And I think they played the game, and I think they played the game well.
Well, let's see here. Oh, there's a set. Doc Chunk said, I think I heard somewhere in the episode there is 2 immunities and 2 tribals left, which would mean it's a final 3.
See, I had heard Jeff say 2 tribals and fire making, which is what made me lead to believe it was a 2. But
Look.
he could have said 2 tribals with fire making.
Look, it doesn't matter whether or not it's a final 2 or a final 3. Let's just be real. Can I drop a truth bomb?
Is it 2 hours or 1?
2.
It is 2.
Can I drop a truth bomb?
I'm always scared when you drop truth bombs, but let's go
Here's
for
a
it.
truth bomb. Nobody votes for that third person ever. So you might as well just say it's a final 2 when they have a 3.
That's what Thomas said. It's basically a final 2. Third place will get 0 votes most likely.
None, 0. Thank you. We agree, Thomas. 100%. You might, like, Jesus. If I was the third person on Survivor, first of all, what does that cast look like that I'm in the final 3? Let's just think mull that over for a minute. And I make it to final 3. That is a scenario where I win, but still, I'm not getting any votes in a regular season. So
I'd vote for you.
Would you take me as a goat, or would
No.
you take me because you think that I played the game, Andrew?
I said I would vote for you, so that would mean that I'm on the jury.
Okay, but what if we are in the final 2? Do you think you would win against me?
Yes.
Wow, you don't want to even think about that. You don't want to debate in your mind.
Well, I think I can out-talk
Yes.
you in a final 2.
What?
I think I can out-talk you in a final.
You think you could out-talk me?
In a final tribal council, I think I can out-talk you and make myself look better than you, yes.
Do you know who you're talking to?
Right, and I think that talking that you're talking about, I would be able to use against you to give you the L.
And I would do it to you. I would turn around your talking and do it to you.
But I would do it better.
And I would do it greater.
That's not even a real word.
Well, it is here on my show. I say it is.
Yes, I think that I could. If you put me in a final 2 against almost anyone, I think that I would be able to out-talk anybody. Adrian, please tell that to Tyler next time you talk to him, that you are so excited for 42. And tell him how excited you are for 42. Over and over and over again. And if you want to tell him a story about why you are so excited about a story in season 42, I would love to hear that.
Is that a pun on someone who's going to be on season 42, Andrew?
I don't know. If it is, I feel like I could tell you a story about it.
Are we dropping some spoiler bombs here?
I think this is a spoiler that's pretty much out there, but yeah. And we've talked about it on the show before. Yeah, I saw something about that today. Dazan.
Oh,
Dazan.
yeah.
I didn't get to read the article much,
Breaking
but I
news.
heard there is and I didn't hear it was Celebrity Survivor. I heard it was a celebrity. Yeah, here we go. CBS to air Beyond the Edge.
Andrew, it's pronounced story.
Story.
Story?
CBS to air Beyond the Edge, a Survivor-like competition featuring celebrities competing in Panama. CBS is sending celebrities into the wild. It's going to air this spring. It's titled Beyond the Edge. a Survivor-like battle. The network is declining to comment, but the project is believed to have been shot in Panama in September and October. According to TMZ, Meta World Peace is back in reality television on this show.
The guy from the
Celebrity Big
Bachelor
Brother.
is the guy I thought I saw
Yeah,
the
Colton
guy.
Underwood, Meta
Yeah.
World Peace from CBB.
Yeah.
Ray Lewis, who I also think was on the last season of CBB, wasn't he?
I don't remember. Everything seems like 10 years ago all of a sudden. I don't know. Ever since I've become a grandmother, I have felt like all I think about is baby. I don't know anything other than
Wait,
baby.
no, I don't think he was on scene. And how rude, Jodie Sweetin.
Oh man. Good for her. She kicked the meth habit and she's back in the game doing
How
reality shows.
rude.
How rude. How rude. You know what? When they say celebrity survivor like, shouldn't it be more like celebrity like survivor-ish challenges? Wouldn't that be a more correct? Because when you say celebrity Big Brother, it's more like
It's not from the
maybe
same production company, so I don't know that you can call it Celebrity Big Brother or Celebrity Survivor. And the last time they tried to do a Celeb Survivor, we got Help I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here.
Did you watch?
Horrendous.
Did you watch that 20 years ago when it aired?
I did. I was 2. No, I'm just kidding. Yes, I watched it. And it was not good.
I actually enjoyed that show. Shocker. I
think
used to watch Newlyweds with Jessica Simpson.
Celebrity Survivor.
What did you say?
If we're truly going to do Celebrity Survivor, I think the Carol Baskin needs to be on that show.
Listen, Carol Baskin needs to be on it with one of Tiger King's ex-husbands.
I personally think that Carol Baskin should be the Bachelorette.
Well, she's married, though.
I don't care.
Of course, there's time, though. She could feed her another husband to a tiger. We could take care of that.
Carol Baskin would make a great Bachelorette, and we could call it the Heart of the Tiger, or and when she eliminates them, she puts them in a tiger pit.
Right. When you are eliminated from the Tiger Bachelorette with the Carol Baskin, you're not given a rose.
Mm-mm.
You're given a cage.
Yeah, 100%.
You go in the cage and you are eaten by a tiger.
Yeah. Allison's hoping that, speaking of cage, that it would be like the Bachelor Nicolas Cage.
You know what would be really cool if like Nicolas Cage was the Bachelor? I mean, the guy's single again. He's coming off the 7th marriage. The guy needs a break. Okay. He's been all over the place. He was married to Elvis's daughter. He was married to Patricia Arquette. He was married to a chick he met in a casino. His son's name is Kal-El, like as in Superman.
Superman Kal-El, yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, give the guy a break. This would be an amazing event. Nicolas Cage. Oh, whoa. Breaking news. What is this? Nicolas Cage is playing Dracula? Wait a minute. This isn't going to interfere with him playing Tiger King, is it? I need someone to confirm this for me because my whole entire happiness.
Said Nicolas Cage was born to play Dracula. Nicolas Cage will vamp it up as Universal's Count Dracula.
You know what? That is freaking amazing.
In next year's The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent, Nicolas Cage will reportedly play a version of himself who was paid $1 million to reenact some of his most famous and over-the-top performances.
Have you ever seen the history of
wait. Sorry. He already has played a vampire is what they're saying. He played a vampire in The Vampire's Kiss.
Mm-hmm.
And that was his most memorable gross-out scene. But that won't be the last time Cage plays a vampire.
He ate a cockroach.
He is signed on to star in Universal Pictures' Reinfeld as Count Dracula himself.
Ah. But he's
Nicholas Hoult is already attached to star in Reinfeld as Dracula's creepy human assistant.
Rumsfeld. He's going to play Rumsfeld.
No, he's playing that. He's playing the main, from what I'm understanding. He's playing Dracula. But time will tell. We will hit you up with this Nicolas Cage information as soon as we can on my weekly meltdown.
Well, you know, Joe Exotic, the Tiger King, is going to be played by Nicolas Cage.
We've had this conversation.
Yes, so nothing is interfering with that. That Dracula can wait. I need this first.
At least he's not beating up fluffy animatronic animals anymore.
This is true. This is very true. He's got a new movie on AMC Plus I haven't watched yet.
I'm watching right now, Allison, I think you would like it. What is it called?
Reinfeld?
True Story.
What is that?
It is on Netflix. It's got Kevin Hart and Wesley Snipes. Kevin Hart is a comedian that comes to his hometown, and after a one-night situation, finds himself in some trouble and looking towards his brother for some help. I'm on episode 3. I finished episode 3, and it's a thriller. It's a dark, twisted thriller.
Because I don't normally associate Kevin Hart with dark, twisted thriller, unless you're referring to the In Front of a Live Studio audience last night on ABC, where he played Arnold on Different Strokes.
I was watching the People's Choice Awards, so I have not watched that yet.
Rory in the chat.
I've already confirmed this. He is coming to a national. There's going to be 2. There's going to be a National Treasure TV show, which I've heard will not have Nicolas Cage, and then a National Treasure 3, which will be the original cast.
Rory, we're going to do a show just about Nicolas Cage. Andrew and I, one day in the future, you're coming on the show, Rory. I need you. I feel like we're on the same wavelength when it comes to.
Can we do that in one show?
Nicolas Cage Coppola. Yeah, we can do that in one show. You know that, I committed to the AMC marathon. Remember that? I had it on in the background all day.
Surprised you didn't DVR that bitch.
Oh, well, don't listen. I plead the fifths on everything. But anyway, I'm a little obsessed with Nick Cage. It's out of the bag. A lot of people don't know. I think he's a great actor. The guy's got to pay bills. He's filed bankruptcy a few times. He's got to get out of debt like everybody else. So yeah, he's had to take on some roles that are less than. But the guy commits and he sticks to the script and he never wavers. And by God, he's got better hair pieces than John Travolta ever did.
So, Thomas, to answer your question, we've talked about doing, instead of like covering Stranger Things specifically, me and Allison have talked about doing like a weekly Sunday show where we just kind of wrap up pop culture and TV shows throughout the week. And we cover a numerous amount of TV shows in that 1 hour, hour and a half show each week is what we're talking about.
And Rory says he will do it only if he can dress as Con Air Cage. And yes, you can, as long as you have a little fan running in the background, blowing your hair. I need you to blow. I need your hair to be blowing.
So my favorite Nick Cage movie is The Rock.
That is a great Sean Connery. Mm-hmm. The man has worked with Sean freaking Connery.
I love The Rock.
You know, he's from a dynasty, the Coppolas. Mm-hmm. Do you know he's best friends with Jim Carrey?
Who is playing MODOK in the new Marvel, and I'm so excited.
In what?
Marvel has announced that MODOK, the villain, it's a really big villain, is coming to Marvel Cinematic Universe, and Jim Carrey will be playing MODOK.
I love how everyone is getting in on Marvel now.
I can't. I already have my tickets for the new Spider-Man.
I don't have mine yet.
We've already purchased the tickets. Me and Courtney are on winter break that first Monday after it comes out, and Bria still has daycare. So Bria goes to daycare. We have a movie date day, and I will be going to finally see it, and I'm really excited.
And I want to know everything as soon as you're done.
Okay, I will. It'll be hard
I don't care about spoilers.
To know everything before that because I have a feeling I will be spoiled before it, but we'll see.
Oh, Oh, Romero says, Quentin Tarantino wrote the first draft of The Rock. I did not know that. Do you think? Thank you for that info. I did not know that. So do you think Nicolas Cage and Carol Baskin would make it on a Celebrity Survivor?
Nick
Do you
Cage,
think they
yes,
would work
Carol
together?
Baskin.
Do what?
Nick Cage could. Yes, Nick Cage could definitely. Hold on. Give me 2 seconds. Let me mute my microphone so I can yell at my dogs.
Okay.
Sorry, she's trying to put the baby to sleep. We did not have a good night with baby sleeping last night. Baby had a nightmare. Courtney didn't sleep and ended up calling into work today. So, yeah, we're trying to make sure that this go to bed time works out okay. Nick Cage would. Carol Baskin couldn't do that.
Man, I'm all about this Netflix series with Tiger. Oh, okay. I don't want to deter away from, Survivor. Because the finale is next week.
For sure.
Like I said, if Ricard doesn't save himself, he's going.
For sure.
I have a feeling Eric is next. I think our 3 is going to be Erica, Deshawn, and Heather. And our
Okay, well, you just messed up really, really badly.
Well, here's the thing, though.
Hold on.
Fire-making
You said
competition,
you think Erica is next, and then you put Erica in the final 3.
I'm sorry.
You meant Xander is next.
Okay, I think if Ricard doesn't win immunity, Xander's next. Okay, if Ricard does not win immunity next, Ricard's going to go. Then I think it's going to be is it going to be Xander? Or is that the fire making?
But if Ricard wins immunity, Xander has his idol.
Yeah, so it's Xander's not going. I don't know what's going to happen. This is unpredictable. I really feel like Deshawn will be in the final 2. And yes, it's going to be a final 3, but I'm calling it the final 2 because, as I've said a million times, nobody ever votes for the third person. Nobody. And Andrew, if you and me and Tyler were in a final 3 on Survivor, who do you think people would vote for?
Probably you.
You think I would be more likable over the 2 of you?
Well, because I think me and Tyler would have gone at it really, really bad and made everybody hate us.
I think you 2 would make it all about the 2 of you at the final tribal council, and I would just be sitting there looking pretty.
You'd win to a bitter jury.
I would win to a bitter jury. That's how I would win.
Yeah.
But then again, what kind of cast did we have if the 3 of us made it to final 3? Carol Baskins, Joe Exotics. Yeah.
Yeah, but I would never bring Tyler to a final 3 scenario ever.
I could see Tyler as being just salty and snotty at the final tribal council.
I would never bring Tyler. If I was ever in a game with Tyler, he would have to go before jury. Have to. I don't want to bring that bitterness to jury.
Let's see here. Rory says,
did you catch my edit there?
Yeah, I caught it. I'm pivoting. Ricard only needs final 5 because he has 2 chances at final 4 with immunity and fire making. Okay. And Thomas has said, my predictions: 5 Erica, 4 Ricard, 3rd Heather, 2nd Xander, and winner Deshawn.
Thomas, I don't see Deshawn beating Xander in a vote. I just don't see that. So, I see a Deshawn victory path, but it's not sitting next to Xander.
See, I think Deshawn would get it. I don't know. But, I'm usually right. I've picked the winner the last couple of years, but I didn't participate in the draft this year because I wanted to give Tyler a chance.
How good are you in Big Brother predictions?
We don't need to go there. This is Survivor.
Who's your reigning Big Brother prediction champion?
Let me tell you something. I said don't sleep on Derek F. week 2 of Big Brother this year.
Tyler's here.
I made it to final 2. Oh, look who's here. Look who finally decided to show up this evening. It's Tyler.
Ricard.
His fifth. Okay, give us your 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 real quick, Tyler. And don't do it separately like this in the chat. Do it as one long thing
That's not going to happen.
as I spit everywhere.
Right now, he's giving fourth.
Oh,
Xander
see,
loses
you're doing
to Deshaun or
exactly what I
Erica.
told you not to do.
So he's going to go 5 Ricard, 4 Xander, 3 Heather, and then I don't know who he'll give the 2 in the
Fifth, Ricard. Fourth. Sorry, I can't line break on mobile. Loser. Okay, fifth, Ricard. Fourth. Oh, you can't do that on your mobile, on your Apple phone. You hate my freaking Samsung. I could definitely break it down on my Samsung.
Let him focus on one thing. Let's get this final 5.
I'm sorry. Okay, fifth.
Erica wins. So
I was typing too fast.
Erica wins against Deshaun and Heather. So he's got basically Ricard 5, Xander 4, Heather 3, Deshaun 2, Erica 1.
So you think he's convinced Erica's going to win?
I'm okay with that.
I'm okay with that too. I'm not a big fan, but I'm okay with that. Rory says, I'm guessing 5 Deshaun, 4 Erica, 3 Heather. Wait, hold on. 5 Deshaun, 4 Erica, 3 Heather, 2 Xander, and 1 Ricard.
And I can see your logic there, Tyler. I mean, I think Erica getting the only scenario where Erica doesn't get to an F3 is going to be a Ricard victory in immunity. If Ricard wins immunity, Xander still has the idol. I could see Erica going. And the edit was setting up for a Erica Deshaun battle. Like that's how the edit kind of set it up.
Doc Chalk says 5 Ricard, 4 Deshaun, 3 Heather, 2 Xander, 1 Erica. What do we do if Heather wins? Thomas has said biggest twist ever is Heather wins. What do we do if Heather wins? Does GOAT go from being a GOAT to what it also means? Greatest of all time?
I don't see that scenario. Thomas, what's in a scenario where Heather wins? I don't think there is one.
Okay. Oh, hold on. Something we've got to frame. She can even
lose to Finley.
We've got to frame. I got to take a picture. Hold on. Yes, I'm doing it with my phone. What is this? Pose for me, Andrew. Okay. I don't know. Just the fact that he said, yes, that's true, Andrew. I had to take a picture. And yes, I took it with my phone. Whatever. Heather
she'll
can't
pick
win.
stitch it.
Huh?
I said she'll pick stitch it.
Yeah. I'm going to put it in pic collage. Heather can't win.
It's going to be the thumbnail.
It's going to be the thumbnail. It is.
Yeah, I agree. There's no way for Heather to win.
Oh, what is this? Rory says, Jennifer Coolidge impressions on this show for an hour is what happens if she wins. Okay, you know what? That might, and it's got to be Tyler the whole time doing it because he loves to do Jennifer Coolidge. How does she do? Well, Heather won. Heather won the game.
Tyler, I could see the Erica victory. I can see what you're saying, but that would be my one scenario, right? It would be a Ricard immunity, and then it would have to. Then it would, if Ricard wins immunity, then it comes down to Deshaun versus Erica.
I'm excited, and it's 2 hours next week, right? It is 2 hours.
I asked you that. You confirmed that to me. So.
Oh, well, I'm going to say yes, so I could be wrong. But it's usually 2 hours, and then you have the hour finale.
It's usually an hour and a half to 2 hours.
Yeah, and then they have the reunion, which to me, the reunions have become less and less significant.
Will there be a reunion this year?
I don't know. Tyler says it's 3 hours. Yeah, we're not talking about everything, Tyler. Pay attention. We're talking about the actual show. I didn't say reunion. That's not part of the actual show.
There may be a reunion in the finale, but it's not confirmed because the vote was revealed there. Like it wasn't that whole let's bring the votes back. It was brought. It's there.
Look at this. Heather.
They know the winner.
Yeah. Rory said Heather's the only one without a reasonable setup to win. Listen, Rory. Heather is the only person. If she'll be shocked. She so knows that she's so convinced she's not going to win. She doesn't even have a winner speech prepared. She doesn't have anything prepared for final tribal. She's got nothing. She's going to be so dumbfounded and shocked that she's there. Like she's not going to know what to say. Like I wouldn't even know what to say. Dude, I don't know what I'm doing here. I don't know why I'm in the final 3. I'm trying to doggy paddle back to civilization every chance I get. Survivor Security is constantly bringing me back. They're forcing me to stay here.
They did, Tyler. That's confirmed.
Okay. Last year was a Zoom reunion, right?
Yes, it was a
Okay.
Zoom. Everything was Zoom. The Zoom reveal, the vote reveal, everything was Zoom.
Okay. All right. Well, I think that about wraps it up. Any final thoughts of the season? 'Cause I don't think you'll be with us next Wednesday.
Probably not. Maybe, I don't know. I haven't thought that far. You haven't thought that far. It's like I said, great moments. It's good to have Survivor back. I hope that we get better season-long story arcs next year.
And are you hyped up for this Sunday? The Real World Homecoming.
Oh, I've only watched the
challenge.
first episode.
Okay, so hopefully this Sunday we're doing the recap of y'all, I can't think straight. We're doing the recap of episodes, I think they're 2 and 3 of Homecoming, The Real World, LA.
I should be able to make that. I don't have anything on Sunday.
Yeah. And then episode 3 and 4 of the Challenge All Stars, which should be called Challenge Like, because let's face it, they're not doing the same stuff.
Yeah,
as
I
they
don't
do in
think
the-
I have anything on Sunday, so I should be able to be there. I just got to catch up, which I should be able to do.
So join us Sunday if you can.
Yeah.
Real World Homecoming episodes 2 and 3, and the Challenge episodes 3 and 4. So, or 4 and 5. I don't know. Just watch all of them up till now. You'll be caught up.
I'll get
Jeez.
caught up tomorrow. We did standardized testing this week, and so tomorrow I'm kind of just stuck in a room by myself for a lot of the day. So I'll be able to catch up a little at school tomorrow.
And let's see here really quick before we go. I had something I was going to show, and it looks like, because I can't not show my grandson on this. I know it's the picture from last week, but it's so dang cute. He's got his little rhinoceros shoes on and his little beanie and his little, he's just ready to go. He's excited. He's like, rah, it's the Survivor finale. Rah, I'm so excited. Rah. Yeah. This is the Survivor 62 winner right here, or Big Brother 45 right
Second
here.
place to Bria.
To Bria, your daughter Bria, my grandson Cloud Lucas, final 2 on either show. Can you imagine?
Bria's too prima for Survivor.
Yeah, Cloud might be too. I don't know. All right, guys. I hope you have a wonderful rest of the week. We'll see you. If you watch Survivor, we'll see you next Wednesday, and like Sunday, doing our MTV wrap-up shows. So we'll be doing that.
And if you don't watch Survivor, then for me, Merry Christmas.
Yes, Merry Christmas.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year's.
If you were Jewish, Happy Late Hanukkah.
Yeah, and also, I want to highly recommend a show on Showtime right now that I'm obsessed with. I'm so obsessed with this show. I'm in a Facebook group that I joined. It's a spoiler.
What are you about to say? Just say it.
Yellow Jackets.
I can't.
I love it. How many episodes have you watched?
I can't do cannibalism.
Okay, it's not just about cannibalism.
But I can't do that.
Teenage girls going savage and eating each other?
I cannot.
You aren't into that?
I cannot do it.
Don't listen to him.
Listen to me. And I watched the first episode, and the storyline setup was really, really great. I cannot do the cannibalism thing. I can't do that.
Okay. It's not all about cannibalism.
Agreed, but I can't do the part that is.
You would totally eat me, wouldn't you?
I know. That's disgusting. I would die.
Okay. Anyway, watch Yellow Jackets. I'm going to be doing a recap of season 1 when it gets to an end with War Dog himself from Survivor. So that was my little announcement. He and I have been texting back and forth.
It was great first episode. I just can't do the cannibalism.
We're going to do a wrap up of that show coming up here during the holidays. And Cobra Kai, we're going to be wrapping up Cobra Kai, the new season when it comes out. So just some things to look forward to, some shows to watch if you want to keep on riding this short bus. I'm kind of done. Are you done?
I'm good.
I'm good. I'm just, subscribe, become a patron, subscribe on all the stuff. It's all the same. Nothing ever ends. And I'm just burning daylight right now because I can't find the